Hi, this is Jodi Whoriskey. Today I'm going to do a tips and tidbits training. It goes over just some things off the top of my head that I think might help you. I was saying before the recording that I hope seasoned travel agents get at least one or two things from this. New agents, make sure you have your notebooks. It is a little fast paced, and I just sort of give some tidbits that I think might help that I wish I would have known from the start. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the first and middle name joined together on tickets. For any seasoned travel agents, you may have heard this from your client. Oh my gosh, I looked at American and my name says, so my middle name's Allison. It says Jodi Allison as one word. You need to fix this. No, you don't. When we enter it into VAX or whatever supplier, we enter it as Jodi Allison Whoriskey. First, middle, last. When airlines take it, they will put the first and middle together. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to fix it. You need to tell your clients it is fine. When actually my passport is Jodi A. Whoriskey, so it will actually say Jodi A as one word, and then my last name Whoriskey. Nothing to worry about. You can actually Google it. I've Googled it. I've sent a clip to my clients saying it is fine. You have nothing to worry about. So that's one thing. Okay. And I'll try and look at questions as we go if you have any questions on these. All right. The next thing I want to say, passports. I know a lot of newer travel agents probably don't know this or might not know this. If you are booking a trip for a client, the passport needs to be valid for 6 months after the trip. So if they are going in January of 23, their passport has to be good through next summer. Okay, if it expires in March and they're going to the Dominican Republic or Aruba or something like that, they need to have that passport renewed prior to their trip. However, Mexico allows you to have a passport that's valid during travel, but some airlines don't. They don't know the rules that Mexico allows it. So what I tell people is have your passport good. So if they come back on January 14th, I'm going to look at, 6 months past January 14th, what that is. And I'm going to say your passport cannot expire before July, I think it's July 14th or whatever. Okay, so make sure you know that about the passports. We are researchers. We are the ones who need to know these things for our clients. So how I book a trip is I will actually always try and put it on hold if I'm able to. I will tell them, get me a copy of your passports. I will put your trip on hold, excuse me. And then once I have the trip on hold and lock in that price, I'll send you the credit card authorization form so we can actually book it. I like to do it that way so I have everything. When I get their passports, I just received somebody's passport the other day and I said, okay, yours is expiring this date. You need to renew it before you go and make sure you get me a copy of the passport. Okay, so just make sure you get all that information. The next thing is in VAX. And I have shared this on my tips and tidbits before. Anybody who's been on my trainings before know that I have 5 million tabs open. I closed my tabs for you guys today. I'm very proud of myself. I want you to be proud too. Okay, so in VAX, if you're going to go and you're going to do a reservation, actually, let me pull up an existing reservation. No, let me not. I don't like putting my client's information on here. I'm not sure if I can show you here. So I just did 3 couples to Mexico, and 2 of the couples are going from the exact same place. When I book for clients, there were 6 people. I could have put 4 on one itinerary, 2 on the other because they're coming from different places, but I like to do couples separately in case one couple backs out. So what I do is I do the first reservation, and then if VAX ever pulls up, I'll show you, but I have a feeling I can't show you on here. And then you can copy the reservation. No, it's not from here. Sorry. You have to, I'm going to stop sharing for a second just so I can get past my client's personal information. So you go to your existing reservation and you pull that up. One more thing about passports, guys. You have to let people know that their first, middle, and last name on the passport has to be as is. So sometimes they will say, I'm going for my passport, but I have my driver's license. I will tell them, and I will put it in writing, that your passport has to be exactly as your driver's license, because the ticket has to match your passport. So if you choose not to put your middle name, and I have your middle name, there is going to be a name change fee that you are responsible for. And that's only if they have not gotten their passport yet. Sorry, it's still pulling up. Very slow, very slow. I'll go over something else while I'm waiting. People who need money in their pocket today, you can do instant commissions, okay? And you can get money in your pocket today. Or if you really want money sooner than 45 to 90 days after they travel, book cruises. You get paid ahead of the cruise time. And then you get paid. I believe most cruises you get paid ahead of time, but you might get some extras later, but you get the bulk of your money beforehand. So work on cruises. I can't pull up Vax right now, guys. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to share my screen for something else. All right. So a lot of people say they don't have the money to do this, or they don't have the money to do that. If you want to invest in something, stop going to Starbucks, stop going once a month out to dinner, stop something, take something out of your life that I'm sure you can take. Network. There's free networking. There is, you can look on LinkedIn, you can look on Facebook under events and things like that. Different places. I want to talk about BNI. BNI you have to pay for. I have not paid for. I have gone as a guest a couple times, and I was going to pay for it, and then COVID hit in 2020. You can find a chapter. The one thing that's great about BNI, it is expensive. I'm going to tell you that. It is expensive. I know each chapter, I believe, is different. My chapter for the first year is $700, and then I think after that it's like $550 because you have to pay an initial payment. What is great about BNI is you have to go to the meetings. They are mandatory. And if you can't make a certain one, you have to get somebody to fill in for you, I believe. I don't know everything. What I do know is it's expensive, but you are responsible for giving referrals for other people, and they are responsible for giving referrals too. I have talked to more people in BNI who cannot market themselves because they get so many referrals through BNI that they don't have to market themselves at all. So my feeling on the matter is, and I probably will join mine, is just say I pay, let's say average $600 a year for this. If I make 2 clients from it, it just paid for it. Okay, so think about something like that where, yes, it does cost money, but is it worth it to you? All right, and let me stop sharing for a second. Let's see if Vax pulled up. No, an error has occurred. All right, Vax does not like me. All I'm going to say with Vax, I don't have to show you, is when you are at the bottom, when you pull up an existing reservation, you go to the very bottom, and where it says you can add a payment, you can modify, there's a copy button. You can click copy, and it will bring it up for you the exact same trip. So sometimes you'll have different couples going. You can change the number of people. You can't change with the copy button the location you're flying from, but everything else is the same. So there is a copy button, which is pretty cool. All right. I'm just going to go through some questions so I don't get them all at the end. Ashley, don't talk about my tabs. Don't talk about my tabs. I like my tabs. Cindy, do you go ahead and book the trip? Do I go ahead and book the trip? Are you talking about?
I was talking about passports when you're saying you tell them when they're within the 6 months. Yes. Okay.
Yes, I will do it, but I will have it in writing that they have to update theirs, but I do go and book it. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you for telling me what that was about. Right. The middle name does not matter, Daniela. If you leave a middle name off a passport, that is fine, or off a airline ticket, that is fine. What matters is if you have that middle name on the ticket, but it's not on the passport, that is an issue. If you leave the name off completely from your ticket, the middle name, but it's on the passport, that's okay. But if it's on the ticket, not on the passport, that's not okay. Does that make sense? Okay, Zoom user, that's not, that's for a Q&A question.
Sorry, I couldn't find the unmute button.
Okay,
Well, I called into Apple, and because we had just the initial, but then he forgot that he actually had the full name in his passport because he just got it. And Apple said it didn't matter. Like the middle name doesn't really matter because it does not print on the ticket anyway.
it does print on the ticket. It goes, the middle and the first name print together on the ticket. So it does. Did they have their trip yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it was fine.
Yeah.
You can get an airline to not let them on because if it is not matching.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right, let me just see if, yes. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see what else I got. All right, so people, do you know that you can post on Craigslist? Now, I have not done this in a while, for a travel ad for free. So bear with me. Let's see if I can do this. Like I said, my tips and tidbits, it's just things that come off the top of my head. And let's see. So I don't really go over it ahead of time, but I just write down things that I want to say. All right, so small business ads under services. So if you pull up a Craigslist, you go under services to small business ads. You don't have to pay for this. So you can put in an ad saying that you're a travel agent and you can get people from Craigslist for free. Just another way to market yourself. Virgin Voyages cruises. Some people I know were on my Virgin Voyages cruises call last week. What I love about them, and I don't think it's the same with other cruise lines, but I'm not a cruiser, so I could be wrong. You can make a circle, which is 10 cabins or more, and you can earn 2% extra commission, which is fine. That's Virgin Voyages, but you can have other agents in Archer join that circle. So just say you book 8 cabins for a certain date, you can throw it out to members of your team and said, if anybody wants to market these dates, if you book 10 cabins, you can take those 10 reservations and make them into a circle. When you do a circle with Virgin Voyages, you have 2 options. You can either earn a free cruise or you can earn an extra 2% commissions, which would mean 18% commissions, which is great. If you're working with other agents, I highly recommend doing the 2% commission. That way everybody gets that 18% commission. So if you are a team builder or part of a team, you can basically say, hey, I just booked these dates for Virgin. If anybody else can book, we can do a circle. So I love the fact that they can have other agents in Archer join that circle. Other quick thing for any people that you can reach out to your BDM for Virgin Voyages. They probably have emailed you. You can email them back. And you can ask them to do a virtual cruise night. And if you get clients there, they offer some incentives for that as well. All right. Another thing I want to show you on Vax, and let's see if Vax is working for me to do this. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I think I can show you this one. All right, so it looks like I did not up my training to 500 people, and I'm not going to do it now, but I think it's maxed out at 100. You can let people know if they're trying to get on. I did record this. No, that's not what I want. You know what, this one's going to be a little harder to show you because I'm going to have to try and find one that works. This one doesn't work, and Vax is going super slow. If you ever are in Vax and you choose a flight and it says exclusive vacation, like something under the flights, like I know for Philadelphia with Frontier, it says the exclusive vacation something in green. nonstop or something. I forget what it is, but it's basically their charter flight. If you have that flight with Frontier, you have to pay for the bags. They have to pay for bags, your clients. They can go on to Frontier. They can either do a package rate, or Frontier will sell it to them for a one-way. Our round trip for our bags with the exclusive, it's exclusive vacation nonstop something. If you go to features and you look at all the features, you can look at baggage and they will sell bags. So like I have sold bags round trip $85 for a client, where bags on Frontier were going for $75 each way. Exclusive nonstop vacation flights. Thank you, Crystal. So it would say under the airline, exclusive nonstop vacation in green. I believe it's in green. You go down to features and you can offer your client that you would charge. Actually, let me pull up something real quick. I want to see if I can show you how I did, how I told my clients. Okay, I can show you this. So what I told my clients is I've added your Frontier airline code, which they give out 45 days prior to the trip. You can use that code to purchase bags and seats if you purchase bags on Frontier. So I looked it up to see what they would charge on Frontier. They're charging $57 one way and for a check bag, and $62 one way for a carry-on. So I tell them I can get them bags, not seats. This was my round trip price, and this was my round trip price for carry-on. They ended up doing 4 round trip bags, and it would save them a lot of money. Okay, so just so you know, look for that on Vax. Oops, I didn't mean to stop sharing. Actually, let me just see if I have any questions first. Okay, that, Ashley, that is not for a Q&A. I'm not doing Q&A questions. Michael, I don't think it's for Frontier. I think there might be some other charter flights, but like Midwest, they might have some other ones, but I'm not sure. I can only talk to you as far as Frontier from Philly. Okay. All right. All right, guys. I have been looking at some of my agents or my agents' Facebook pages, and they're saying I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting clients. First of all, number one, you should have what your travel agent is right here on your personal page. You then, that's my website. Right here takes them to my Facebook business page. Okay, so they can see right away I'm a travel agent. When you're on your Facebook business page, as yourself, go to these 3 dots, invite friends, and select all and invite all your friends. Okay, send the invites. You should be doing that all the time. The other thing you can do, and this you have to do as your business.
Don't put that
So
in your mouth.
This you have to do as your business. So you go in as your business. When you see, okay, so you go and post something. I just posted this today. I'm going to click on the number 2. And if these people weren't invited, I would invite them to my page. Okay, so always if somebody likes something on your page, go and invite them. That's another way for people to like your page. Okay. AA Vacation. So American Airlines Vacations, if you are going to book with them, register with American Airlines Vacations on its own. Don't do it through Vax. I know they've had problems through Vax for, I think, a year and a half at least, but go through AA Vacations. I actually do have on my, maybe it's not on my YouTube. I think I did a training on that at one point. I don't know where it is, but AA Vacations, if you book for a client, they will give you 500 bonus miles. So I am an American, I'm a gold member. I will get 500 miles when I book with them. I don't book with them that often, and I'll tell you why. Two reasons. Number one, all they have right now is pre-departure protection. So instead of travel protection while you're on the trip, it's only pre-departure, which I don't love. Because when they're going to Mexico or they're going somewhere else, I want them to have that medical insurance, the trip delay, the trip or the trip interruption, all of that. But I have booked people for that. The other thing is, I like to use FunJet and Travel Impressions more. The reason being, if you book, just say United Vacations. So I had somebody going to St. Martin. This was 1.5 years ago. Booked them through United Vacations. United canceled the flights. If you book through FunJet, they could switch and get you onto some other airline. Or if they canceled the trip, if you cancel a trip in United and they want to rebook, like they have the future travel credit, they have to use United Airlines. I like to use FunJet so they have their choice of airlines. Okay. Yeah, Jenny, I have not. I have posted tons to groups and I've not had any issues. Barbara, what do you want me to show you one more time? Okay. You there or no? Okay. Google Forms. Oh, how I invited people from my page. Yeah, I can show you that. So you have to go to your business page, but as yourself. So it has to be, you have to be in Facebook as yourself. Go to your page and you can tell if you're yourself by up here, if it's your picture or your business picture. And then you hit these 3 dots right here and you go to invite friends. Okay. All right, Google Forms. I love Google Forms. So this is my Google form. Help us plan your next vacation. Guys, feel free to follow my page. Feel free to make this your own. How did I make my Google form? I Googled how to make a Google form. Google is your best friend. Check it out. But I did this. So this is what I sent to all my new clients, even if they're friends of mine. I will not just give a quote. I will make sure that everybody fills this out because I want them, I want to be able to read that. Let me pull up how I. Okay, actually, I can share this too. Okay, so then I'm going to go into my email. I'm going to go to my picture. No, I'm going to go to these dots and I'm going to go to Drive. You can make a new form by hitting new and you can do Google Forms. But what I want to show you where a lot of people have issues is when you pull it up and you're doing this, go to responses, click these 3 dots. So responses, click these 3 dots, and you're going to click get email notifications for new responses. If you don't click that, you will not get emails. You will not know that people responded to you. So you're going to pull up the actual form that you filled out, hit responses, the 3 dots, and get email notifications. Okay, and then people want to know how to put it on Facebook. So you're going to click send. You're going to hit the paperclip, shorten the URL, and copy. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my Facebook business page. I'm going to go as myself. Okay, and I'm going to put in plan your vacation. I'm not writing what I would say normally. And then when I put this in here, it pulls up my link. Okay, and then what you want to do is once you post it, is you want to click these. So this is posted. Okay, click these 3 dots.
Excuse me, Jodi, I have a quick question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, Vanessa.
How are you able to put your JCW travel? Because I've been trying to do that on my
So
Google
I took a
form.
picture. I had a picture I had in Canva, and then I uploaded the image. So when you do this, so when you do this right here,
that's what I want to
add image.
Because it'd be adding it, but you know where it says help us plan your vacation, it'd be adding it under that. And I'm
Make
like,
sure that, maybe I did it as a, let me see. I did this so long ago. I may have done it as a header. Let's
No, you
see.
just move it up. That's it.
No, is that
Move
it?
it-
You just move it up?
Yeah.
Okay,
okay.
Those blocks, you can move it up or down.
Okay, perfect.
thank you. I will try that.
Okay. So then what you're going to do is you want to pin this to the top of your page. So you're going to click these three dots. Once you make your post and you post it, and it's going to say here, pin to top of page, you're going to click that. So anytime my clients come to my page, I just want to delete this. Anytime my clients come to my page, that's the first thing they're going to see. Okay. Just want to get yes, leave. All right. All right, I just want to see if I'm missing. All right, I just answered that. JotForm and Google Forms are similar. I don't use JotForms, just me personally. Adam, if you've gotten in Facebook jail, then you're not doing it correctly. You should only be going, posting so many times. I only post five to 10 times, usually 5 to 7 in the morning, 5 to 7 in the afternoon, 5 to 7 at night. I only join so many groups a day. So you have to also read the rules of the groups that you're joining. Okay, I answered that. Yeah, Joanne, I'm not going to cover that because I don't do that much with it. How do I make the Google form so clients don't have to log in with Google? I don't know. I just made my form and I've never had an issue. Nobody's ever said anything. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? Guys, if you find out client special dates. So I just booked a client for January for a birthday. So all I was told by the client was we're going for a birthday. When I got the passports, I saw it was her birthday. So I went and I put it on my calendar for every single year. I put it on my Google calendar to show up every year. Do you know what it's like when it's a year later for a client's anniversary, or like I put their wedding date, I text them the day before their wedding. I hope you have a great wedding. The next year, I hope you had a happy anniversary or have a happy anniversary. Put those client dates on your calendar and make it special for them. Just that little bit. The other thing I do, I double check clients' flights. I make sure seats have not changed, okay? So again, I'm having trouble with, actually, I think I can show you a different way. Having trouble with Vax today, doesn't want to work with me. So let me pull up. All right, I'll pull him up because I know he's not going to January, but what I do is I will actually go about 2 weeks prior. You have their confirmation number. So their actual number for the plane, not their record locator for the plane, not their reservation number for the whole trip. And you find that under the plane, the information. Actually, I think I can show you one. Let me see if I can show you. What does it come in under as Archer Travel? Under that? No. Yes. Okay. So when you pull it up, it says the airline confirmation number right here. Okay. So I'm going to pull up I can pull up, what is this? That's United. I'm going to pull up Ramirez. So about 2 weeks prior to them traveling, I go into the airline, whatever airline it might be. I will go to manage trips. I will put in his last name. Oh, I forgot. He's, oh, is that his last name? It's his last name. Velasco. She's Vasquez. Velasco. And I'll put the record locator here. I'm going to find the trip. Sometimes they will change the seats.
Did you mean to share your screen?
Thank you. I do mean to share my screen. Damn it. Yes, thank you. All right. Let me try that again. So I'm going to go to American Airlines. Okay. So the record locator, where was that? Where is my email? Is right here. Okay, when you have the flights, it'll show it right there. I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use Ramiro's just because I already have it. So you're going to go to whatever airline, you're going to go to manage trips, put in their last name. And each airline is different, but you can always see to manage trips or find my trip. And you're going to go and you're going to make sure they have the same seats. What I do sometimes is I will go in and I'll see if I can get them better seats if something is opened up. So 2 weeks prior, I always want to make sure they're in the same seats. Okay. I want to make sure they're there. I've had somebody who they moved them to right next to the bathroom and I noticed that and I moved them. And actually that one that was next to the bathroom, they had to pay to move up. And I said, you know what? The airlines moved your seats. You are across from the bathroom if you want that. If not, I think it was like about $17 per seat. I can move you up. And they're like, yes, please move me. Always make sure their seats are the same. Okay. All right. I just want to read. Yeah. Yeah, Olivia, I should have been sharing my screen. How do I handle all the emails I receive when I book my client? All the emails come to me. Yes, they all come to me instead of the client. If they want extra legroom after booking, I will actually go in to the and try and purchase the ticket. I will tell them, I'll give them two options. I'll say, you can either go in yourself, here's the record locator, and you can do it yourself, or I can do it for you. I have had a client where we went back and forth, and by the time we kept going back and forth with emails, those seats were gone. So that was when I changed to say, you can either do it yourself, or I can do it for you. And I give them the record locator. I don't really do Mother's and Father's Day, special dates. I do anniversary and birthdays usually. Yes, Hannah, that email was sent to me because you can go to email print itinerary when you're in VAX and you can send it to yourself. You only get emails from VAX, FunJet, whatever, once it's paid in full. They will send it automatically. Otherwise, you can send it to you whenever you want. So Jennifer, what do I do if the airline has them sitting separate and a cost to move? So I always make sure I try and put them together. If I ever, when I book it, because I choose the seats when I book it, if I ever see that they have to be separated, I will tell my client then before booking it. I've had that happen where I had a client in February or March contact me for April for spring break. There were 5 seats. I said, I can only get you 3 seats. They're not sitting together. 2 seats I cannot get you, but you can pay. And so she said, well, let's wait and see if anybody cancels or whatever. I kept looking at it actually every few days, and I was able to move 2 of the 3 together. So I just keep track for my clients. Yes, Shalita, I'm outside of Philadelphia. If I move their seat, do I send them another credit card authorization form? If they are going to have to pay for their seats, yes, I will. Do I have a separate email I use? Yes, I have a business email. They book it themselves. You don't get any commissions if they're going to change their seats. Okay. All right, perfect. Let's see what else we've got. So my favorite, I book mostly with VAX. I know Crystal books with Vacation Express because she likes it. You can earn free trips. I book with VAX, and mostly I will book with FunJet. I know people like Apple Vacations. I just like FunJet. The reason I personally like FunJet, and this is just my feeling, everybody has heard about Apple Vacations. Not as many people have heard about FunJet. So I like to do FunJet because then it seems like, oh, it's coming from a travel agent, whatever. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but that's what I think. However, I will always check FunJet first. And the difference between FunJet and Apple Vacations, I think everything is pretty much, I mean, it always seems the same. They're all owned by the same parent company. However, Travel Impressions pays 1% higher in commissions. They're up to 16%, where FunJet's up to 15%. So I always price FunJet first. I will then go and price out Travel Impressions. If Travel Impressions is the same price, which isn't always, but sometimes they are, I will book with Travel Impressions because they are a higher commission rate. Okay, I went over that. So I went over that a little bit earlier about future travel credit. So if you're going to book American Airlines, if you're going to book Southwest Vacations, United, Blue Sky Tours, if your clients choose the travel insurance, future travel credit, or if there's an issue with the airfare, you are stuck to that airline. You're stuck to American, you're stuck with Southwest, you're stuck with United. With Blue Sky Tours, you're stuck with Hawaii, if I'm correct. That is why I book a lot with FunJet, because if they wanted Blue Sky Tours and go to Hawaii, and then they realize, you know what, something happened with COVID, we don't want Hawaii, we want to go here. With FunJet, I can switch them. I don't know, I haven't booked with Blue Sky, but I believe Blue Sky is for Hawaii. But if you want, you know, you did a United Vacations, and then you find out that American flies nonstop, when they're going to rebook, you can't do that. You can only rebook with United. So just a little tip on that. All right, let me go through some questions. Okay, I'm correct with Blue Sky. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, vendors I typically book the most with FunJet, basically. Almost, I'd say 75% of my bookings are with FunJet. Okay. All right, I'm gonna read to you. Yep.
Jodi, can I just ask, why do you typically use FunJet? What is the difference between the various vendors? Like,
So
what's
FunJet and
the
Apple Vacations are very similar. Okay, so they're very similar. I just choose FunJet. I don't like Vacation Express's website. I think it's very hard to understand. I don't like it. I find VAX very easy to use. You can save the itinerary, you can pull it up if you're doing mock bookings. I just love everything about VAX personally. So FunJet is just what I normally use, unless I'm doing hotels only.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sure. All right, so when my client goes, and I'm actually going to put this into, want to find something for you guys real quick. Okay, I'm going to put this training in here, what to do. This is not on my YouTube page, but this is what to do after booking a trip. And then I'm going to put a Google Doc in here as well. Okay. All right. So that is what to do after booking a trip. And it also, I put all my information here, what I do basically. One of the things I do is I will put about 2 weeks prior, I will ask the hotel for an amenity, either a sales manager, a concierge. I like to do it in writing if possible. So I'm going to try and pull up one of my latest emails, and I will read to you what I put. You have to make it your own. Just give me a second. I just want to find you the right one. Okay, so what I write, and I'm going to put this in here as well. And this is, I do it a little, I don't always do it the same, but what I say is, I write to them, hi, my clients are coming to stay with you for their honeymoon, whatever dates. By any chance, would you be able to send them a complimentary amenity on my behalf with a brief note from me? You want your clients knowing it's coming from you. I find that my clients who receive a little something extra either rebook at the resort, tell their friends and family to book there, or leave a positive review on TripAdvisor. Please let me know if you would be able to do this. Sometimes I get back, yes, it would cost you this much. And I write back, unfortunately, you know, I'm unable to pay, but do you have anything complimentary? I don't tell them what to send. So I just had a client in Rome. It was her 50th birthday yesterday. They said they were sending her Prosecco on my behalf. she posts on Facebook and sends me a text thanking me for the flowers. I'm like, I think the flowers are from your husband. And she goes, nope, those flowers are from my husband. These flowers are from you with the note. I'm like, thought I was sending you alcohol, but flowers are good. And then she posted on Facebook and all her friends saw, and she wrote, thank you to Jodi Whoriskey, travel agent extraordinaire, for my beautiful flowers. And she took a picture with the note from me. So I always try and write very, very short note. I'll send to the hotel. I never send it unless they tell me they can do it. And I just say, you know, Trey and Dominique, I hope you have a wonderful honeymoon, or hope you have a wonderful vacation. Enjoy, Jodi, JZW Travel. Because I don't want to make it a lot for the hotel. I just want to make it short and sweet, but I want them to know it came from me. It goes a long way, believe me. All right. All right, I'm going to pull something up before I share my screen. Okay, because I'm not having much luck today. What email for the hotel do I send to? So I will look for a sales manager, or I'll look for a concierge if I can get those. If not, I just do like the info. No, Hannah, like I said, complimentary. I do not pay for anything for my clients. What I do for my clients is, if I can't send it to them for free, I will go. I joined wine.com during COVID for the Whoriskey family. And what I do is, if I can't send them something, so I joined what's called the stewardship program, which I think costs $55 for the year, but it's free shipping, so it's great. I mean, by the time you drive to the wine store for gas during the year, we drink wine. So I do the free shipping for myself. I just sent 6 bottles for my daughter of champagne for my daughter's 21st birthday. But what I do for a client is I will send them a bottle of wine afterwards and say, thank you so much for booking with me. I hope you had a wonderful trip. And I put it in a gift. It's in a gift bag, and it cost me, I think, $18. I would much rather pay that than pay a $60 bottle of wine at the hotel. I'm also going to put this in here, this link. This has most of my links in here. It has my YouTube channel. It has other links. And
Jodi, can I ask a question really quick?
Yeah.
So I have a couple going on their honeymoon, and I did ask what amenities and stuff like that I can send to them. They sent me an email back stating that I would have to pay. So would that just be something I email back saying I can't pay?
No, that's where I write back saying I was looking for a complimentary amenity. Unfortunately, you know, due to COVID, my commissions haven't been that great, blah, blah, blah. I would really love it if you could do this for me complimentary. And if they say no, then that's where, so the reason I gave this Google Doc because at the end I have a wine.com thing. If you choose to do the wine.com, I think if you use my referral link, you get $30 free off of, I don't know what, but so that's where I would not send it through them. And so I've had other people say, well, what do you want me to send? I just had a hotel send, it was actually my sister who booked this hotel, and I didn't tell them it was my sister. They're like, we can send her a plate of cookies. I'm like, great, she'll come home after a night of drinking and have them. That's perfect. So I don't ask them, whatever they want to send is fine with me, but I always say complimentary. So definitely look up in the chat and copy and paste what I send to people, and you know, and how I word it, that they leave a positive review on TripAdvisor, things like that. Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. I don't ask them if they drink or they don't drink. If I know they don't drink, which is rare, most people don't tell me, I would say, could you, I did know one person was going who was a recovering alcoholic, and I did say, could you send them a non-alcoholic drink amenity? But otherwise, I normally don't know if they drink or not. No, I don't always send a bottle of wine after a trip. It's if I can't get a complimentary amenity and I really like the clients, and I will do that. So I probably send about, I don't know, maybe 6 to 10 bottles of wine to clients each year. So yes, it's worth it, Scott. It definitely is. Okay. Waves rewards. So Vacation Express gives you free night stays. Waves rewards, we don't we get automatic with Vax. If you book in Vax, go to wavesagents.com. I believe you have to register first, which I forget where you must be registered to book. Okay, it says visit Vax Vacation Access. I forget how you register for this. I do forget that, but let me put in here my login and show you. Okay, so right now I have 68,000. I did not cash them out because I wanted to show you 68,368 points. Okay, so you can use them. It tells you how to redeem. You can use them for a virtual credit card, like your Visa card. I thought you could convert your points into Visa. Oh, and then you can shop at their real retailers. That's what it is. So you could do a virtual thing, and then I think I get Amazon gift cards, but you can purchase. Actually, you know what I did? I remember last year I ended up doing them, and I ended up getting a lot of holiday gifts for my kids. That's what I did. So I want to take you back. I have too many things here. Okay, so what you do is you actually have to get your virtual card. Then you're going to click on this, and you can just go and hit spend points. All right, and then maybe you don't do spend points, convert points. You convert points. So my 68,000 will be on for $91.52. This is after they travel, I believe. But so you guys might have some free money that you don't know about. Okay. So that's wavesagents.com, I think what it was. So look up the Waves Rewards program, wavesagents.com. And I could go on and on about rewards. I love AM Resorts. That's my favorite one. That's why I'm going away for next week for 5 nights free because of those rewards. So a lot of times, and check into this. I know Ashley Hallowell just did a training for our team, but I know there's got to be trainings out there for where to use your rewards. You basically will book a trip and you'll see if they have a loyalty program for travel agents. So I Google. So El Dorado is Charisma Travel Agents. Any of the Secrets, Dreams, Zoetree, Sunscape, I'm missing one. They're AM Rewards. So AM Rewards, you actually have to do trainings. Some of them you do have to do training, some of them you don't, but you can add it. So I just added mine to, I just booked 2 El Dorado in the past week, and I have 3 other ones there. Their points sometimes expire, but it's for free nights, which is great. For Viator, people who do Viator, for the commission tracking form, the numbers you're going to use for the commission tracking form are the numbers after BR. So, because I did it wrong, so that's why I'm telling you. Because I was like, where are my commissions? I know I made commissions on this. They're like, no, you did the wrong number. Just got paid on a bunch of them. And I'm not sure with Viator, it says that you have to have booked 50, or you have to have received $50 in commissions before they'll pay you. I don't know if that's for all, like Archer has to get the 50 or you personally. So if you're not receiving them and they all come in a lump sum, it might be because we have to receive the $50. All right, nothing's working on my computer today. Nothing.
I think, Jodi, I think it's Archer because I got my $7.
It's Archer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So right here is a booking reference number. These are the numbers you need, the numbers after BR dash. Okay, because if you pull up your booking, you're going to see this confirmation number. That is what I was giving Archer and I was not getting paid. So make sure you use the booking reference number. And my last tips and tidbits, for those who do like AM Rewards, am I not sharing? Oh yeah, I am sharing my screen. Jeez. For those who do like AM Rewards Master Agent, you need to update your certification every single year. I don't think you do the full thing, but you have to do an update. They will not remind you. So for me, I know I do it in May. May 1st on my calendar every year is update your training. Because if you don't update your training and you want to go for your rewards, you can't have them. So make sure you put that on your calendar. Tara, yes, I use Travefy all the time. And in fact, if you look at my my links that I just put in there, my first thing is my YouTube. There's some Travefy trainings on there. They just got rid of one of my Travefy trainings. They said that it was harassment and bullying. I'm sure I was bullying Carolina or something like that. I don't know. Okay, let's see questions. Oh, okay, for Waves, once you book your first trip through Vax, they'll send you a link to log into Waves. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Christine. Can I add in reservations that are already booked? Cindy, add in which reservations? Are you talking about Waves or are you talking about something else?
Waves, yes, correct.
You don't add anything. They do it, it's automatic.
Oh, wow, great.
Yeah, it's automatic. So you probably have points that you don't know about. Okay. You just have to, well, let me rephrase. I believe you have to register to get in there, but I believe the points should still be there. So I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to go check all this out when we're done. So,
Okay. All right. Can I do a training just on rewards? Maybe, but Liz, I don't feel that I'm the best at that. I know what I know, but I don't know everything. There's, yeah, couples resorts rewards are great because you get, well, couples resorts, you get the free night stay, and I think do they still pay you money, Crystal? But La Collection, which is Live Aqua, they will pay, or they were, I don't know that they still are, they will pay you $100, or I got a couple $100, like 100 at a time check prior to them traveling. You get that with La Collection rewards. And then you also get your rewards once they travel. So if they were to cancel your next booking with La Collection, you would not receive the $100 because it sort of offsets it. Okay, cool. Okay. Do I have an email for AMR rewards? I don't have, but it gives you your BDM right when you log in. I think it might be actually, maybe I do have it actually. It might be info at, actually, I think it is info at AM. Yeah, info at amrewards.com.
Can I ask a question, Jodi?
Sure.
I asked it in the Telegram chat a while ago. My husband and I were going to Secrets Cap Cana in October. We had already booked the trip through our travel agent before I got certified. And I had asked them about, you know, it being too late to set up like a site tour or something like that. And they said, no, they told me to reach out to the hotel. Should I reach out to the resort or to the BDM?
Nope, to the resort. Reach out, and if you look in AM Resorts Master Agent, it gives you all the sales contact info at the resort. And so like I'm doing one next week with the resort. So I emailed them right from those emails and said, can I set up a site visit with you guys?
Okay, thank
Always
you.
try and do the site visit either the day you get there or the next morning, because then they know you're on property. So it's sort of nice.
And can you elaborate on that?
It's just nice to know you have a contact. Like I actually went to Jamaica and had an issue with my room with, and they took such great care of us. They definitely went over and above because we were I was the travel agent. So I just always say, try and do it in the beginning. Every May, for me, every May is when I need to update my AM Resorts Master Agent. Okay, cool. Bonus special. The login for Waves was Waves. I just Googled it. What is it? Wavesagents.com.
No, that's not what I meant. I know that I'm trying to log in, but for the agency number, you put the IATA number, right?
The IATA, then your number for Vax that you log in with Vax. So your
Yeah,
ID,
I can't-
Evolution
I can't
ID.
get in. I don't understand.
So have you registered with them already?
I believe so. Long time ago.
Then I would maybe
mean,
check. Yeah.
It tells me to my password was wrong, so I reset it, and now I'm still don't get in it. I don't understand.
I don't know. All right, cool. Okay, I can't help you. I'm not a techie person. Kristen, I'm sorry, I can't help with that. I always tell people just maybe contact Jose at Archer or something if you have trouble getting into something. But anyway, those are my tips and tidbits, and we're coming up on an hour. I'm sorry I did not up my Zoom to hold 500. I thought it was, but I guess it expired. So tell your team that this is recorded. Actually, I'm going to stop the recording now. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys learned something.